got a different perspective of YouTube now. I remember starting my channel thinking everything was sweet, thought it was easy, and everybody was following that trend of easy mode. Yeah, right. Ain't nothing easy about posting on YouTube. Your videos move slow, especially in the beginning. You definitely got to re-strategize how you're going to tackle your channel, what you're talking about. I know for me in the beginning, I was all over the place. But sometimes being all over the place help you find your place and balance of where you want to be at when you're on YouTube. So I can definitely say that I did a nice amount of deleting on my channel of certain videos. That's one thing I did pick up. If you are talking about stuff on your channel and you creating an audience that's taken away from the other videos, you might want to start deleting, because once they on your channel, you start putting up other videos, they're going to unsubscribe or they're not going to watch. So I end up finding out a little later, once I was a good 80-something videos in, that my videos were all over the place. So I'm definitely figuring that out. YouTube is definitely one of those jobs that you got to figure out. It was kind of crazy though. At one time, I thought it was easy. The only easy part is shooting the video and then putting it up. But the hard part is actually making a video that's really good. What's up, dude? Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Making a video. Wipe your hands. Here. Tear a piece. And wipe your hands real good, alright? Wipe your hands real good, alright? Alright, make sure you're good. Got you. So the hardest part about that is basically putting your videos up. And well, that's not the hard part. The hard part is when you edit in your videos and also making sure that it's good enough for you to put up. That's the part you're going to battle with. That's the hard part. Making a video is easy. I'm sorry. It is making a video is easy. It's easy to take your phone out and shoot the video. But it's putting it up and making sure it makes sense. That was something in the beginning that I did slack on, because sometimes when you're talking to your phone or you're talking to the camera, you get a little sidetracked and you start to forget what you was talking about because you're not used to doing what you was, like putting the videos up. So you start to get better at it. And getting better at it is one of those tasks that you end up getting better as time go on. So I'm definitely noticing that it's not throwing me off of my game plan. It's making me stay motivated. It's making me also realize that while I'm doing this, it's making me stay competitive to myself, because you can't really compete with anybody else that's on YouTube. That's another thing. Do not compete with anybody. Everybody's journey is not the same as yours. Everybody's channel is not going to be seen the same as yours. The algorithm will eventually pick you up. That's another thing you start to figure out. The algorithm will end up picking you up, but you do have to stay consistent. Consistency is definitely the key when it comes to YouTube. If you're not consistent, it's not gonna grant you access to an audience. It just won't, and that's because you're not actually doing your part to be productive. And that's the game of doing YouTube. You gotta be productive. If you're not productive, they're not gonna reward you. But if you looking at this video and you just starting off, words of advice, if you just starting off, I would say find something that you actually want to talk about and stay with that for at least 20 to 25 days. And I'm talking about, if you're not going to post every day, then at least try to put up your first maybe 20 to 25 videos talking about just that. And then you're going to be able to see if you're going to switch up and talk about something else different. But most likely, it will start to reward you with whatever you're talking about. But I will say, do some research though. Do some research on what you're talking about. If it's something you're dedicated on, and you're talking about it, do some research and see if there are a lot of people that are interested, or if there are people that did channels that was implemented around your topic or your niche. Because if you're going to talk about something about a puppy that's going blind, I don't know, like it might not resonate. Like, yeah, I don't know. That's just something I just made up, but might not resonate, you know. Or building bikes. Now that might be something that you might garner a lot of audience from, you know. Because one thing I can say, if it's helping people, it will get traffic. But you will not get traffic if you're just talking and you're not giving people any type of how-to or any type of direction of you helping them. Like, you gotta have a direction, you know. And even in this video, I'm just talking, just letting you know that, you know what I mean, what I'm starting to notice about the YouTube algorithm and how I'm able to understand it a lot more. Because in the beginning, you are not going to understand YouTube in the beginning. I don't care what nobody tell you. You can watch a lot of channels, many channels. At the end of the day, you will not be able to understand how YouTube is ran, how it operates, the algorithm, unless you've been on YouTube for a certain amount of years or months and you're able to understand how it works. I'm picking up now that you can't copy and paste other people's channel and think you're gonna get people to come over to your channel. For some odd reason, about a month or two ago, a lot of people were following certain people and they was copying and pasting their topics. And sometimes for some channels it might work, but then some channels, or should I say a lot of other channels, it did not work. And I end up getting maybe like 2 or 3 views, and then next thing you know, I started realizing, all right, you have to at least have something you're talking about, and just try not to mimic another channel. And that was something that I started picking up on. You know, you gotta have something that you talk about. Like, if you already have a channel that's been up and running for a while and you have a certain amount of subscribers, then that can end up working for you. But it depends. It depends. Keyword, it depends. You know, because if you don't have at least a couple nice amount of subscribers on your channel, you know, you will start to notice that your channel will plummet to the point where you're not going to get any type of views. I don't know why, but it works that way. That's why a lot of times you want to play around with titles. You want to play around with the titles, and you also want to play around with the algorithm to check out the thumbnails. If your thumbnails not working, like if it's very bland, you never know. Everybody's different. You have some people with thumbnails that are very boring looking, but for some odd reason it works. Some things you just can't explain. It just, I don't know what it is. It does not work. I don't know why. It just doesn't. So I'm gonna say that you want to switch up every now and then and just change some things up. Because if you change certain things up, you'll notice that your channel might pick up in certain areas, whereas though you're like, oh, okay, I see this is this getting a little bit of traffic. So you start to understand how the algorithm is looking at your channel. But a lot of times the algorithm don't really pick your channel up unless it understands what you are doing on your channel. Which means if you all over the place, it's not gonna quite resonate to the point where as though it's able to be relatable to what people are talking about. And that's because a lot of times, like when you all over the place, your channel, the algorithm don't quite understand what you are trying to put out there. It's like, wait a minute, you doing fitness or you doing horseback riding? It's like so over the place to the point it don't quite understand what you're trying to do, you know. So it's confusing. So confusing to the point where as though it's just, you know, it's not going to be able to dissect your channel. That's why you see people that on certain channels, not certain channels, a lot of channels, the channels that you even follow. If you follow a certain channel, you will notice that that channel talks about certain things, certain topics, which lets you know that's what their specialty is in. That certain type of niche, whereas though they talking about how to build a strong immune system. And you notice this is all they talk about. They talk about research and everything. You know that's the channel you want to go to. So if you want a channel like that, you definitely want to understand why that channel is getting a lot of traffic, because it's something that they're dedicated to. And that's how you have to look at your channel. That's why when you're starting off, you don't quite get why you're not getting traffic, but then you'll start to understand why you getting traffic or not getting traffic. Because if you put a certain, like say for instance, maybe you got 20 videos up, you notice your 10th or 12th video, you started getting a nice amount of traffic, but you'll notice that you had a couple other videos that were similar to that video. And you'll be like, wait a minute, hold up. I'm not understanding why this video is getting all this traffic. And then you go back to making another video that's talking about not what you just got finished talking about. And then you confused. That's how I was confused. And I'm like, damn, why this video I talked about motivation and I got 33 views. Now 33 views is a lot when you're starting off, because you ain't even get 2 or 3 views, and then all of a sudden you see 33 views and they actually giving you watch time to the point you getting a nice amount of watch time, to the point you're like, oh man, I like how this feel. But then you do another video and it's not talking about that, and you're not quite getting it. You start to get it once you're a good 20, I'm gonna say about 20 to 30 videos in. If you're not getting it, then that means you're not looking at your analytics, and you're not looking at the movement of your channel and how your channel is viewed. Because if you look inside your studio and you feel around in your studio and you just look at all your videos, look at them, just look at them, and don't try to overthink. Just look at them and see the ones that getting a lot of traffic, a lot of views, and more watch time than the ones that's not getting watch time. You'll start to notice that, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute, I was talking about this, and then I seen this one get more views, and then I seen this one get more views. You'll start to be able to understand how your channel is being looked at as the algorithm, whatever. So that's how you just, you know what I mean, move efficiently, but also just pay more attention to the stuff you're putting out. That's basically what I'm telling you, you know. That way it's not something hard to, you don't have to overthink it. Just, you know, just do that. All right?